Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another iteration of Hump Day Heroes. It's really good to see a few people in the live chat. Means a lot. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the compliments. You guys paid me earlier. I'm humbled. I get really insecure about stuff like that because I don't know. I don't know. And I really appreciate it. Thank you. It drives me to do more of this stuff. So I really appreciate you guys. Today on Hump Day Heroes, we are in episode number 11, and we're going to be doing the norm, last minute FOC picks, and new Comic Book Day Spec picks, books to buy, separated keys, cover fire, cover art, and reader buzz. Books basically that I'm picking up or ordering. And then if Sam is not too busy, you guys know him as Triple Dodgeball from Modern Comic Mayhem on Saturday nights on The Amazing with Brian McClay and Kyle. He's going to come by and drop some anime and manga, I guess you could say, knowledge or, investment tips for us. That's only if he can make it. He said he had to work today, so we'll see what happens. But yeah. So let's go ahead and start. But before I have to go through this, I know this is I know this sucks, but guys, please, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'm really close to 500 subscribers. I'm about 15 short. I'm trying to get to 1,000 as fast as I can, and it's going a little slower, but that's on me. I've been a little lazy, and I apologize, but it's not that I've been lazy. I've just been preoccupied with other things. My truck broke down, and it's been tough. And plus, I was sick for almost 3 weeks. So, and then on top of that, I do other shows and stuff. But if you guys like what I have to offer, please subscribe. I appreciate it. If you like the content, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you share this content, make sure you tag Popcorn Culture so I can follow you and see what you are doing for us, so I can give you a shout out. And comments or questions, I really appreciate all of that. Even constructive criticism, I take it all in stride. So I appreciate you guys, and let's see what's up in the world of comic book news, or superhero movie news, I should say. So, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. This is a pretty important one, guys. So there was a tweet that came out today. A fan spotted an error in continuity on Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So basically, the MCU messed up. Let me go ahead and shut this off because it looks like I'm lagging a little bit. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and warn you guys. This is gonna be a spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen the movie, go ahead and shut it off. It's pretty interesting. I mean, if you get into technical like continuity and you have this image of the MCU linking everything together and nothing's done by accident and they make no mistakes. Well, here is something to make you think twice about that. Let's go ahead and pull it up. My bad, guys. My computer's lagging a little bit. I'm just trying to get it going here for a second. Sorry, I apologize. Let me fix that. Here we go. All right, so here we go. Marvel fans, I'm sorry, Marvel fan singular. So a Marvel fan spots an annoying Doctor Strange 2 mistake in an ending scene. And guys, spoiler warning. So if you haven't seen it, bounce for about 3 minutes. Um, the article basically is from the direct, which basically came this tweet, or I'm sorry, this news came right from Twitter to the direct, and Murphy's Multiverse are both reporting on it. But basically, what they're saying is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is now on Disney Plus, and you're able to see and dive into the Sam Raimi directed film. Alongside its digital release, Marvel Studios released an audio commentary from those who made the movie, which has given viewers an opportunity to learn more about the project and how it came to life. New information was revealed, including confirmation of a deleted Mordo death scene, confirmation of a Doctor Doom Easter egg, which we'll circle back and we'll check that out in a second, and the reveal that the Wasp was once considered for the Illuminati. Additionally, thanks to the movie being available to watch on the fly now, observers have now been able to notice things they missed in theaters. For example, the film's opening action scene with Strange and Gargantos accidentally left the MetLife building in New York City skyline, the exact spot where the former Avengers Tower should be. Now, another odd mistake has been noticed. This time it has to do with America Chavez and her star portals. A confusing Doctor Strange 2 mistake. Okay, so thanks to Reddit user _1, a confusing continuity error in one of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness last scenes has been discovered. After Wanda Maximoff is forced to come to terms with everything she has done in the name of her kids, both Wong and America heroes retreat through a star portal that leads out to Mount Wundagore and back to Karmatage. Okay, so there it is right there. There's the portal right there. Let me see if I can get this bigger on the screen here. It's probably, I don't know if you could see that. So that's the portal right there. I know it's a little hard to see. It's a little small, but yeah, that's the portal right there. You guys probably remember it if you've seen the movie. Now, however, when the two get to Doctor Strange from the broken reality he is trapped in, they can be seen back in the snowy mountains of Mount Wundagore on the other side of the portal. But why would they have gone back to that location, seeing as they just left it? So basically, they're saying they left that area. They basically escaped or left that area via portal, what have you. So why would they have gone back to that location that they just left? Doesn't make sense. So basically, what the continuity error actually is in detail is most likely this reason for the goof is a simple mistake born out of changes in the script. The merging of the two different versions could have easily ended up creating the differences seen above. For example, it's been previously revealed how at one point Rentra and other Kamatage survivors would have gotten involved in the final act. Maybe in that version, after Wanda was defeated, both Chavez and Wong never actually left to go back to Kamatage. Instead, they simply fetched Strange then and there. When they went and adjusted those Wundagore scenes and shaped them into their final version, those changes might have caused differences that were simply glanced over. Otherwise, there's not really any logical reasons why the duo's location would have changed. It's not that it wasn't impossible after all. Her star portals allow them to travel wherever they want. It was just logically speaking off. So basically what this sounds like to me is that the direct is trying to be real nice because they kiss Kevin Feige's ass and they want more news and scoops or what have you. But yeah, the editing was sloppy and they made a boo-boo. So that's what that sounds like to me. Let's walks like a duck. It is a duck. Let's just call it what it is. They pushed the movie multiple dates and they let something slip. Us comic nerds, we're not as bad as Star Wars nerds. No offense, Star Wars people. I love Star Wars too. But most true Star Wars fans are just so like, by the book, literally, pun intended. um, Marvel fans and most Marvel comic readers, collectors, fans, we understand that the MCU has its own continuity and they're pretty much doing what they want with their storytelling. And they're just basically using the comic books as source material and then building off that. So we understand that everything doesn't have to be perfect, and we've already accepted that. And I think that probably happened for all of us when Thor got Stormbreaker. So, long story short, for all these people that have been saying, "Oh, the MCU doesn't do things on accident, and they don't make mistakes, and this and that," boom, right there. So, yeah, shout out to that Reddit user for pointing that out. I'm glad he did. Let's move on. Real quick, I want to hit the chat because everybody's saying hi or what have you. So, let's say what's up. All right, so we have Hero to Save. Oh yeah, hey, what's up, Hero to Save? Yo, thank you, I appreciate that. Patrick, what's going on, my man? Yes, Hero to Save, welcome. Yes, we're gonna get it. Almost there. What's up, Marvel Man? Yo, what up, buddy? Thank you, Patrick, for doing this. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Pretty much all the regulars are getting wrenches. Patrick got a wrench. Marvel Man's getting a wrench. Manny, Darth, Fetz. I think Fetz already has one. Land, Dad's Life. All are getting wrenches today because you guys have continuously showed up, and I really appreciate that. So after I'm done, and if you don't see your wrench on the next broadcast, just hit me up on IG and I'll just put it in there. Dad's Life Comics says, "What's up, Dollar? Hey, and Dollar we trust. Hey, what's up, buddy?" Manny, what's up, Manny? Did you see the Miles Morales Spider-Man #2 125 on the Hot 10? It's so funny. Like as soon as I saw the list earlier when we were prepping backstage, I thought of you, Manny. I was like, oh, this is Manny's book, man. I can't wait to shout him out. What's up, Fetz? How you doing? Evening, Rich. Good evening, gentle folk. Hey, man, how you doing? I hope you're doing better, Fetz. I dropped your books off today. Give it a couple days before tracking to catch up. I don't have my truck right now, and I had to drop it off in my PO box. Righteous Flipper in dollar we trust. In dollar we trust. Hey guys, I appreciate this. Landlubber says, "What's up?" Righteous Flipper says, "High Evolutionary and his man beasts gonna be good, cheap spec." Totally agree with you. Right there with you, buddy. Thor, John Byrne, Avengers, and his appearances. What I'm banking on now. Dollar pickups, except for earlier Thor. Totally agree. That's strong spec, buddy. Good job. Tall Dan's, hey, how you doing, Dan? And Righteous Flipper, I appreciate you guys. Glad to catch the show live. Keep up the good work. Hey, I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Let's get back into it. So there was some news over the weekend, and John Walker over here. You guys know Wyatt. I forgot his last name, but the U.S. agent or what have you. Basically did an interview recently, and it didn't sound like he even knew he was going to show up in the MCU again, and he wasn't even sure about the Thunder if he was going to be a part of the Thunderbolts. So let's get into this interview real quick. I really like him. He played in a AMC show. I forgot what he was called, but he was kind of like a hippie dude, and they were in Long Beach. Loved it. I loved his acting in that, and I thought he was wonderful in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I actually thought Falcon and the Winter Soldier was the worst of all the D+ series. I still loved it, but I thought it was probably the in last place or second to last place. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out this interview here. All right, here we go. So basically, Wyatt Russell did an interview with the playlist. It's like a, I don't know, like kind of like an LA, like local, media update site. It's pretty good. It's decent, whatever. But in the interview with the playlist, Russell responded to a question asking if he would be reprising his U.S. agent role in a long rumored Thunderbolts movie. The upcoming Marvel Cinematic Universe film recently tapped a Shirer, I apologize if I'm butchering that, as director. Quote, the idea, right? I'm not a moron. I mean, I know what they're thinking of, but you don't know when they're going to do it, if they're going to do it, what's going to happen, end quote, Wyatt Russell explained. Quote, when you get the phone call, you get the phone call. And they do a really good job of keeping it from everybody because, well, they've got something to protect. And I always say, like, I just rather not know. Just don't tell me. So he doesn't like spoilers either. He's probably a comic guy too. I don't need to know. Just tell me when you want me to show up. Other than that, just keep me in the dark. I don't care. End quote. So basically, the guy's saying, "Hey, I just want to work for Marvel Studios or the MCU. Just tell me just point, or just tell me to jump, and I'll say how high." That's basically what he's saying in his own words. Russell did confirm that he had not yet received a phone call from somebody or someone at Marvel Studios asking him to return as U.S. agent. Quote, and this is coming from Wyatt. No, I'm just waiting on it, he said, end quote. And then he quotes again, you wait on it until like they announce it. They keep it really, really tight. And it's like, you respect that because they've got other bottom lines to look out for than what they think I need to know, end quote. Russell added that he hoped that when Marvel did tell him to suit back up, they would give him enough time to hit the gym. With the actor explaining that at the moment he, quote, doesn't look like John Walker, end quote. So basically he's been dad bodding it up. He's been snacking on the donuts rather than the broccoli. All right. So basically what he's saying, what it sounds like to me is he doesn't even know what is going on. There's no thunder. I'm not saying that. Let me take that back. It sounds like to me that he doesn't know if there's a Thunderbolts confirmation or not. Or it also sounds to me that maybe he does know. And that's why he kept iterating in that interview that the MCU keeps it close to the vest, which is very, very true. All right. So I went ahead and picked up some information on some key books for John Walker. You guys are all familiar with them. They're all down in price. Give me one sec, guys. Sorry about that. My dog was screaming. So there. Is that the mailman? Hey, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. The mailman came, and I haven't seen him probably in 3 months. Anyways, so yeah, I checked the market value on these books, and they're all down big time. I checked some online retailers on their back issues. They're selling these books for as if they were still, I don't know, seeing a spike or what have you. So a secondary market price or a secondary market buy wouldn't be the worst thing to do. Sorry about that, guys. I'm out of breath. Let me go ahead and hit the chat real quick, guys. What's up, Land Lover? Yes. Glad to get yes. Darth Lopez, what's up, man? We'll be watching replays usual. Okay, cool. No problem, man. Thank you very much. Sam's here.
What up, Rich?
Hi, Sam.
Oh, man.
Sam, I'm glad you're here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure. Captain America. Look at all these great Captain America titles.
So I started the show. It was going really good, and the mailman came, and I Ubered to my PO box to drop off a couple packages, and I still had like 4 or 5 here that I wrapped. 5 of them here actually that I wrapped. I couldn't take them in the Uber. There was just too much, and the mailman came in the middle of the live stream, and I was like, "Is that the mailman?" And I jumped off the chair.
That's funny,
guys. This is Sam. You guys know him from Modern Comic Mayhem on Saturday nights. He is also a big-time dodgeball athlete, attorney at law, or Esquire, and he's also our resident expert on anime and manga. And when I say our, I mean like, you know, our circle, me and Brian and Ben Stein, all 3 of our channels. So say hello, Sam. How you been?
It's great to be on the show again, Rich. Thanks for having me. We talking about Captain America right now, huh?
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit.
Goodbye,
Cap. Talking about Wyatt Russell. It sounded like he didn't, because all that Thunderbolt news was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, for sure.
And it didn't sound like he really knew much, but he did an interview basically saying that he doesn't know what's going to happen, in his own words. But he also kept saying in the interview that they don't tell us anything. They keep everything tight. And the way he kept iterating that, it kind of made me think, man, maybe he does know.
Yeah, when I used to run a blog called The Rules of Life, and one of the rules of life was when you say something once, that's just talking. If you say something twice, you're trying to convince someone else. But if you say something more than once, you're trying to convince yourself, or more than twice, you're trying to convince yourself. So if he's out there telling it, am I frozen? Did I freeze like that?
Yeah, you froze like this. all you needed was like a little scooper, like.
Yeah, it's not rocket. But if you say something more than twice, then you're trying to convince yourself. So anytime I see, another one is corollary is when you have a reason to not do something, you only need one reason. So if someone hits you with multiple reasons, then they're lying. And so if you have this insider and he's saying all the reasons he doesn't know something, he absolutely already knows.
Well, this was actually Wyatt Russell himself. Basically, I just read an interview basically stating that they were asking him about the Thunderbolts, and he basically said, well, I haven't got the call yet, and they keep it tight, and you just don't know. And if I get the call, I mean, basically saying, yes, I'm down, but I don't know. And he just kept talking about how the MCU keeps it close to the vest until like the last second. And it just, I don't know, it just sounded kind of like you were just saying, but bullshit. But anyways, let's go ahead and add these up. Here is some books I like, guys. West Coast Avengers, actually 44. This is actually a sneaky under the radar book. This is your first cameo of John Walker as U.S. agent. It's a pretty decent cameo too, and for a long time, book was not talked about. And then, of course, it goes into Captain America 354, which would be the first full appearance of John Walker as U.S. agent. Captain America, what is that? 337. That's actually Steve Rogers with the U.S. agent costume. So that would be the first cover costume. But I like this book not only for that, but because Daredevil's got his yellow suit on. So
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Here are some recent U.S. agent. I guess you could say, since everything that's happened with Wonder Man, these 90s first. It's not even first solo titled. It's first solo ongoing. So it's basically like equivalent to Wolverine 1 from 1988, not the 82 Frank Miller, and because his first solo title was like Marvel Premiere. I forgot, it was like 55 or something like that. But anyways, yeah, this is your with Wonder Man is the on the Hot 10. There was like his second or third solo title, but it was the first time it ongoing. So past like 4 issues or past 1 issue, whatever. And it was on the Hot 10 for a couple of weeks, and it was also on Key Collectors list. So I put these up here. Here's your first on the left. That's your first solo ongoing of U.S. agent right here on the left. Second series in the middle, and this is the most recent series. I mean, this one on the left here, I mean, it's like that Frank Miller Wolverine series. There's only 4 issues. And then this would be, I believe the one in the middle would be your first ongoing. This would be your first solo title. So these are probably dollar bin books. You could probably get these at New Cadia right now, or at your comic book shop for 50 cents to $1. And, if he ends up doing something, coming back for the Thunderbolts, hey man, these things could pop and you could flip them, make 20, $30 or what have you. And then right here, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but U.S. Agent has never been a Thunderbolt. And that's why I brought this to the attention until Devil's Reign. Devil's Reign 1 is actually your first appearance of U.S. Agent as a Thunderbolt. And the Thunderbolt team is called Thunderbolt Unit, and it's ran by Wilson Fisk. There's your first cover appearance of U.S. Agent as a Thunderbolt. That's in issue 4. Here is your first appearance of course, Thunderbolts. This book is smoking hot right now. There is a newsstand. A newsstand just sold for like $300 raw. Spoiler alert. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this. So here is some more media news before we get into the spec. Okay. So it was just recently put to my attention and to all of our attention that TMNT cartoon is returning in a new IDW series. So everybody who thought the IDW series, or I'm sorry, the IDW was dead in the water, it doesn't sound like it. Especially if they're going to start a new series like this. Let's go ahead and check out this article here. And then let's see what they have to say.
If they're continuing the 80s animated series, there was a video game that was just released on all major consoles called Shredder's Revenge that is also kind of a continuation or adaptation of those same properties, the same cartoon style, same animation style. And it is hot. It's hot stuff right now. It's all over the place, and it's got people digging deep into their closets and their mom's toy boxes to dig up their old Ninja Turtle stuff. So makes sense to me.
So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon returns in a new IDW series. The spirit of the beloved 80s animated series returns in new comic book adventures. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have seen quite a few iterations, but none have been as popular or beloved as the iconic 80s cartoon that introduced the characters to the world at large. Now IDW will publish TMNT Saturday Morning Adventures. So it's going to be called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures, a 4-issue limited series by Eric Burnham and Tim Laddle that adapts the animated series for comics. Saturday Morning Adventures will try to capture the aesthetic of the series that debuted in 1987, featuring, quote, awesomely absurd, unquote. Concepts like the turtles getting trapped in a VR simulator or one of General Crank's stalwart stone soldiers abandoning their posts in pursuit of hair metal superstardom. The new series comes on the heels of the recent completion of IDW's TMNT The Last Ronin limited series on the opposite end of the aesthetic spectrum. That was a mature reader's look at the last Turtles story featuring the deaths of all four brothers. And I was just reading that IDW is actually hurting in sales since that series has concluded. Quote, I'm no stranger to writing the TMNT for IDW, but this is different, end quote, says Burnham in the announcement. The version of the Turtles that exploded onto TV screens in 1987 was the version that I first met, and it brought me a lot of joy. And getting to play in this particular corner of the sandbox has built upon that joy. Humor, action, and plenty of high concepts were packed into each episode, and we're following that path. I'm not sure if anyone in comics is having as much fun as Tim Laddie and I with these done in one stories or one and done stories. End quote. Very cool. Laddie adds, quote, growing up in the late 80s, nothing was like the experience of discovering TMNT, playing with the toys, watching the show, or waiting in a crowd with the hopes of getting a chance to try your luck at an arcade game. It's rare enough in life to be able to do what you love for work, but to work on something you grew up loving is hard to comprehend. What else is there to say? Go, Ninja, go. TMNT Saturday Morning Adventures #1 will hit shelves in September with main cover art and an additional variant by Laddie, as well as variants by TMNT co-creator Kevin Eastman and Tony Gregory. Very cool. Very exciting.
Can you do the dance, Rich?
What's the dance?
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Oh my God.
Secret of the Use, baby.
The only thing I could do is probably the Cabbage Patch. Let's hit the chat. I haven't hit the chat in a while, so let's catch up with our friends here. So Dad's Life Comics said, if you're not following, hit the follow. Oh, thank you so much. Dollar we spent knowledge in every show, and dollar we trust. Hey, I'm glad I have Sam here. He's taught me a lot in the year or a little less than a year I've known him. I when I heard that he was the manga anime guy when I first got on Modern Comic Mayhem, I rolled my eyes, and now I'm totally into manga. I want to learn so much. I read Deadpool Samurai #1 and #2 and 3. Yeah. And it's like 46 pages, the first one. And the second one's like 43 pages or something like that. I loved it. It was with Sakura Spider. Thank you, Dad Life. Patrick says, Thunderbolts, baby. It's why I don't like Hulk 449 Thunderbolts Force Appearance, because we won't see those characters. We will get U.S. Agent and Yelena Belova, Ghost, and Taskmaster. I thought I heard that Ghost left the MCU, the actor. I don't know. People we've already seen. Yeah, good point, Patrick. The cheap speculation again. Those Captain America issues are cheap to find. Same with those Zemo limited solo runs. Got to put that stuff on IG. A lot of great Zemo covers in the Captain America 600. Oh, thank you, Righteous Flippers. Great info. Totally agree. Dad's Life says these books are cheap to pick up and look out for the newsstand. Good books to keep a lookout for. Dollar spent knowledge. Thank you, brother. Don't forget about D-Man, the Nasty Serpent Society, and Scrooge. You never know. That is a cheap speculation. It can pop because you never know. True. My man Sam, what's up? Gonna give some green eggs and ham, Sam?
That's what I'm all about.
And Joe Doolin says hello. Hey Joe, what's going on, my man? Mail call. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. That's a one-off. Yes. Yep. Okay, we got a lot of chatting, so let's get back into this here and see where we're at. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and bring this up. So Marvel Studios this weekend went ahead and confirmed that they'll be at San Diego Comic-Con since for the first time with announcements since 2019. Feige, I believe, came out and say that. But let's check out the real quick interview here and see if they come up with anything that's in store.
Well, Feige is saying that Phase 4 is getting ready to come to an end.
Basically.
Right? So we're going to be looking for Phase 5 and what that means.
Right. Yeah. And we'll probably get a more, or I should say a clearer outlook on what we can expect in chronological or historical, right, order.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of all this, oh yeah, I'm speculating, or I'm collecting for this, or I can't wait till this. You don't know if it's in 5, 6, or if it's even being done. Yeah, that's a good point. There have been many debates if Marvel Studios will even show up during this year's San Diego Comic-Con with D23 is this year too, with D23 and Disney Plus Day on the horizon. D23 is basically, I think it's in September. It's usually about a month. It's about 30 to 60 days, 30 to 45 days after San Diego Comic-Con. I believe it was September after SDCC 2019. And I think Disney Plus Day is in November, if I'm not mistaken. It does seem strange to also add one more event to the list, yet that isn't stopping them after all, as Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige has just confirmed during the Thor Love and Thunder press conference that they will be attending the event. Here's the tweet from Phase 0 MCU. Official, Marvel Studios is going to San Diego Comic-Con this year, and we'll talk about future movie and TV plans, what to expect. So we could go ahead and click on that, and let's see here. Let's pull it up. Here it comes. Can you guys see that? It's not coming up, right?
Don't see it. I hear it, but I don't see it.
Hang on one second. Shit. Give me 1 second. Still working. Let me subscribe to this guy's channel. All right, let's watch that again. Let's try that one more time. Boom and boom. Here we go. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Here we go.
Comic-Con, which means two things. One, you need to subscribe to this YouTube channel because we're going to have exclusive interviews of Marvel news and more right here on the Phase 0 YouTube channel. And two, Hall H, Kevin Feige back on the stage with the cast and crew of upcoming Marvel projects.
There it is. Did you see that?
Never been seen before. Maybe
MCU Phase 5,
and maybe
at
if we're really
so
getting crazy and lucky,
you're right,
yours
Sam.
truly on the stage introducing it all. Seriously, Marvel, that's like my biggest bucket list item. Like, please call me. I really want to host your Hall H panel. There's a lot of Marvel on the way as they're headed to D23 after SDCC, all within a month of each other. And we have a good idea of what to expect, as well as realistic wish lists for surprise announcements. It's all going to be in this video. We're starting with the fact that She-Hulk banners are already showing up around the San Diego Comic-Con Convention Center, so we know Marvel's going to be there. Hall H is all about footage, projects that have already filmed things that can be shown in July. Well, those include Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which wrapped production earlier this year. The first Ant-Man movie showed off test footage at Comic-Con a few years ago, so they're no strangers to Hall H. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has also wrapped production, a last Hall H celebration for the cast, as James Gunn keeps talking about how this is really the end of this Guardians roster we know seems to be super fitting before we all cry when it hits theaters in 2023. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is also finished with production and has plenty to show, as it is due for a release in theaters in November of 2022. Comic-Con seems like the perfect place to drop the first trailer for the movie 4 months before the movie hits theaters, which could also be where we get our introduction to Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, to discuss her upcoming Disney Plus series that is going to follow Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And finally, The Marvels is another movie that has footage that they can show off at San Diego Comic-Con. Fittingly, the Miss Marvel series will have aired its finale 1 week prior to San Diego Comic-Con, and we know Kamala Khan is going straight to the Marvels for the Captain Marvel sequel, so this would be a really fitting way to keep building on that momentum. For the Disney Plus shows, this year's I Am Groot series could be a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy panel, along with Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Both are expected to release this year. Secret Invasion is also deep into production, so Samuel L. Jackson could bring Nick Fury back to us and give us a sneak peek at what's been going on there with all the scrolls. Echo has also started filming, spinning out of the character's debut in Hawkeye, so Alaqua Cox might make her Hall H debut. One big surprise could be She-Hulk announcing other cast members and offering first looks at returning Marvel characters, because we are all expecting some other lawyers to maybe show up in those New York City courtrooms. Matt Murdock, Nelson Murdock. That just happens sometimes. Then there's Blade, Mahershala Ali's Daywalker movie, which was announced at Comic-Con in 2019. It starts filming in early July, so they might just have something to bring for the fans, and I wouldn't be shocked if it's a first look at the movie exclusive for Hall H that never makes it out into the world until they're further along into production. It's a safe bet that these products might be spread out between Comic-Con and D23, but I do anticipate Hall H.
Well, there you have it.
That's interesting. Very interesting. I'm glad that we pulled that up. I'm gonna try to go. I'm supposed to be working at Del Mar during that time, which is basically about 10 minutes away. So we'll see. Thor: Love and Thunder's Natalie Portman wants to team up with Brie Larson's Captain America. I'll save you the drama. She basically is all Marvel Studio gung ho. So she wants the article I read. She wants to work with Brie Larson, but she wants to work I don't know what that was, specifically on Marvel Studios projects.
I mean, is she going to be buff?
Blade,
be buff, Mighty Thor. If Natalie Portman is buffed out, yeah, let's do it. Let's do that.
Yeah, exactly. Blade cast the Wonder Years actress in lead role. Oh, but
which Wonder Years? The new one?
Check.
Rich? Rich, you there, buddy? Got some glitch. I hear some movement over there, guys.
Yeah.
Which
mic just went out?
Is it the new
I
one?
wanted to let you guys. Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know that TJ Timebomb on Instagram, he debunked, supposedly debunked Natalie Portman's buff arms, and he said that he saw a bunch. He has the picture on his IG. She has a bunch of dots on her arm for the green screen kind of deal or whatever they call that. I don't know. Blade cast a Wonder Years actress, forgot her name, in a lead role. Half the people wanted to be Abigail Brand, another half wanted it to be Bloodstone, Elsa Bloodstone. I told you who I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Blade's girlfriend from Tomb of Dracula, but we'll see. Spoiler alerts, guys. You guys know Black Adam #1 went ahead and introduced us to a new character named Malik, aka Malik Adam. He is getting Black Adam's powers in issue 2. Here is the panel that basically they're discussing it or what have you in their own way. This is on FOC. I think FOC was last night. So, but with DC, with Lunar, you can actually order some of the books past FOC, depending on what it is. But yeah, these are the covers with him on the. I believe that's him on the cover of Cover A. And then this is the 1 in 50 Sormento and the cardstock trade, which I like a lot. I'm expecting this 1 in 50 probably to be on Ben's list, but we'll see. Another spoiler alert, guys. Heads up. Umbrella Academy season 3. I've been watching it and it's not getting good reviews. I think it's actually really good, but I think Sparrow Academy is rad. And I think it's awesome that they used Ben. But I'm not going to spoil it any further, but I like it a lot. Don't listen to the reviews. Just keep on keeping on if you like Umbrella Academy. FOC picks. Task Force Z #10. Ryan Brown is doing a 1 in 25 for Task Force Z #10. I like this cover a lot, and I love Ryan Brown. Of course, Catwoman 45. This is the last cover that Souza Micah will be doing for incentives, I believe. I believe she's going to be doing B covers forthwith. Of course, DeCall on the cover A, Frizen on the cover B, cardstock. I say cardstock because it is cardstock, but cardstock, they use that term because it's $1 more, if you're not aware, for a cardstock variant. And then, the 1 in 25 Susan Micah, which I like, but I think it's her least, I guess, bottom. I don't know. It's all right. Ant-Man has a new writer. It's Al Ewing. Pretty excited about that. This is cover A on the left. Scotty Young cover with the big burger. Ant-Man and the big burger. Gleason's doing the Stormbreaker cover, which I like a lot with that Hulk right there. Wolverine patch number 4. There's a new character. I put probable new character because I did about 30 minutes of research on Nemakova, which is confirmed for issue 4. There's no character named Nemakova, so there's a new character coming and named Nemakova, and I went ahead and checked the solicits for the next couple issues, and this Nemakova is going to be front and center. So just to let you know, FOC is tonight. There's only 2 covers. They're both open order, but I prefer the Yoon cover, but a lot going on cover A. So Genis Vell, Captain Marvel 1 is getting Genis Vell is getting his own series, and these are the only 2 covers I care for. It's the 1 in 25 BA or BA or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I never even heard of that person, or it's just not coming to me. And then the 1 in 50 Torrin Clark is fire. I love it on the right. That's a nice cover. I'll definitely be ordering that when I get off. Star Wars Dr. Aphra 21 is releasing tomorrow or on Wednesday, but 22 is on FOC. 9 p.m. Pacific tonight. You have this is I don't really care for the Pride covers. I mean, I support it. I just don't care for them. There hasn't been any good ones, and I like this one a lot. I think this is it's probably the best Pride cover I've seen so far. And then what's her name? Osage Ventress is getting her own little character spotlight or design cover. Of course, Chris Sprouse. The variants number 2 should be under ordered. Even issue 1, it should be under ordered. They're both open to order for issue 2. I read the solicits. There's going to be some stuff going on. You got Daredevil and her making out, and then you got all these new characters with graffiti on the cover. I really like that Noto open order cover. I'm definitely going to be grabbing that. I love this cover right here. This is Venom 9. This is the 1 in 25 Ryan Stegman. This cover is hot. I'm sick of symbiotes in comics. I don't mind them in movies, but this cover is fire to me. I love it. Cradle of Filth number 1. There's a few covers, cover A, and then you have the 1 in 5. I believe it's not an homage. I believe it's a swipe. I don't know what Thor is that or Journey into Mystery. And then this is the one I like though, the 1 in 10 on the right. That's sick. It's like a gargoyle. Once in Future is doing a reprint pack, or Boom Studios is doing a reprint pack with Once in Future, like they did with Something is Killing the Children. Once in Future number 1 through 6 reprints with all new cover art. These are the covers. They're all done by Raul Allen. There's the first 3. There's the first 3 covers. That's 1, 2, 3, and then issue 4, 5, 6. 6 is probably my favorite. Mad Balls versus Garbage Pail Kids is on FOC this week. I know you guys are all aware of that. There's tons of covers. I didn't want to even go there. I'm going to order cover A, and that's it. New Comic Book Day, but let's go ahead and hit the chat. And I want to talk to Sam for a little bit. Sam, what's going on in the world of manga and anime?
Yeah, so if you look at the private chat, I've put some links in there for us to look at. So your show is all about Spec, which is looking to the future, seeing what's going to pop. And I've put 3 titles in the private chat that I think if anybody is looking for titles that are going to blow up, these are 3 titles that I think you should be taking a look at. This one is a slice of life, meaning that there's no superpowers, there's no supernatural elements to it. It's just people doing jobs and things that they normally do. And this is called Akane Banashi, and it's about a Japanese style of acting called rakugo, where they tell stories. And it is a really great title. It's still pretty early on. I think they've only got about 19 chapters. And usually once they get to 60, 70, they start looking at animes. But I think this title's got legs. It's going to go a long ways. It's very entertaining. And it's something different. And this is something that I think people will really respond to, kind of like they do to Spy Family. So you might want to start looking at picking up some of this title and putting those away for the next year or two when the anime gets released.
Is it available here in the U.S.?
It is available in the U.S. You can buy 2 volumes now, and then there will be more volumes as the series progresses. But if you want the actual magazine that it debuted in, you'll have to, have it shipped from overseas to get that. The next title is one that's a more proven hit, and it's called Sakamoto Days. And this is kind of like, what if John Wick was fat? The guy there is a store owner, like a convenience store owner, who's a retired assassin. And he has this kind of world of assassinations that he's left behind. And it comes knocking on the door for him by accident. And so he gets to dust off his serious assassination skills to go after some bad guys. This is a very entertaining series. It's been around now for almost 2 years, and I expect there to be an anime announcement probably in the next 6 months, because it's got over 70 chapters. So if you're not picking up this title, this is one to be looking at for resale. And then the last one is another slice of life that has kind of more of a track record. And this is one, it's kind of a cross between a romance and a sports manga. The last very popular sports manga was called Haikyuu. It was about a boys' high school volleyball team, and it went on to be a huge hit. This one, likewise, is doing very well. Each chapter, it gets more and more interesting. Again, it's kind of a slice of life. There's no supernatural elements. It's just high school kids pursuing their sports dreams while also kind of building a romantic triangle. It's a lot of fun. It's probably about 50 chapters in. So we do expect there to be an anime announcement probably in the next year and a half.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Thank you so much. And you're going to keep us in the loop, correct?
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Let's get to New Comic Book Day, and let's get out of here because it's been a long day. So here's New Comic Book, and thank you, Sam. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll talk more backstage. But New Comic Book Day, Spec. Mediocre week. I know I put big week in the description, but I started thinking about it. It's okay. I don't know. Spoiler alert, guys. If you don't want to be spoiled, then bounce. But we're doing comic speculation, just to let you know. So a lot of it's just like it sounds, speculation, guessing, but it's more of a hypothesis and educated guess. Captain America, Symbol of Truth. What is this? Issue 2 is releasing Wednesday. First, Sam Wilson as Cap and Deadpool team up. So basically, this is the first Captain America, Sam Wilson, and Deadpool team up, as far as I could tell. If they have teamed up, I know they've met, but if they've teamed up before, let me know. Go ahead and obliterate me in the comments. I don't mind. But as far as I know, I believe this is the first time they team up. So I'll just be getting cover A. There's Momoko and a few others because they're both on the cover. This got pushed, and it is releasing on Wednesday, and I think it's sneaky. Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, #1. This is the second print, Sienkiewicz. It's got the red background. You guys know it's the first appearance of the last living priest of Khonshu, and it's going to be low. I mean, in my opinion, it should be low print run. We'll see. but it should be. Variants. This is the debut. This is, as I was saying, Jessica Jones, and I guess a bunch of different versions of her. Cover A is dope. There's a Scotty Young, and Ashley Woodard's doing a 1 in 25. I like that title. This is a key Avengers 57. There's a new super soldiers named Sergeant Cesardos. He will be first appearing in Avengers 57. That's Jason Aaron. Star Wars Dr. Aphra 21, the Sprouse variant. Is this the first cover of Fennec Shan? Thank you, Patrick, for that information. He gave it to us on Saturday. I just really liked the Boba Fett cover and the fact that it was based on Book of Boba Fett in my mind. But he went ahead and gave us the info that it is the first cover of Fennec Shan. If so, no wonder it's sold out everywhere. That's a dope cover, and it's open.
Is that a back to tank I spot in the back there?
I think so.
The back
I
left?
think so. Yes. Iron Cat 1, you guys know. I mean, there's not a lot of people interested. It's not sold out anywhere. But remember, guys, this is your first solo series of Iron Cat, and you're going to get a new character in the suit. Remember, Felicia, Felicia Hardy, she was remotely operating the suit in Black Cat 12. Scotty Young, and then there's a 1 in 25. I forgot who is the artist, but it's really nice. Those are the only two that I'm really interested in. Spider-Man 2099 Exodus. This is, I believe, issue 3? Yeah, issue 3. This is your first appearance or first full appearance, and they're on the cover of Avengers 2099. Cover A and then Lashley frame is the only ones I'm really interested in. I have no idea why Ron Lim is still doing cover art. I mean, he's just so bad.
Which one is Ron Lim?
In the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I don't know. But anyways, I think these Lashley frame variants are definitely flying under the radar. They're not popping. There's first appearances. It's great art. I love it. It's a Spidey title, so it's probably going to be heavily ordered. It's not going to be as heavily ordered as issue 1, but yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I read something in, I think it was like 3 years ago. I was reading one of those. I read those Marvel official handbooks, A to Z handbooks, all the time because they explain a lot about characters that haven't debuted or just did a cameo, and they also talk about continuities, universes, stuff like that. And they basically spit facts. And basically what I can't remember which one it was, but it said that Marvel Comics, or no, it said the World of Marvel Prime Universe destination is 2099. So whatever that means, I don't know if that means that, they're eventually going to get there, or if they're going to translate that into media like TV, film. But yeah, it seems like they're hedging their bets with this 2099 stuff. So I'm trying to pick up any kind of first appearance, first cover, or anything like that with 2099.
There's some crazy mashup characters on that cover. That looks like a Green Goblin Hulk and Iron Man, Black Panther, and Moon Knight with I don't know what he's got going on. Maybe like a Silver Surfer. I don't know.
You're funny, dude. Yeah, totally. And kind of over the mashups too, but they're looking for new source material, and I was telling Brian the other day with that whole what if Miles Morales, how Screen Rant,
Miles Thoralis.
Basically Screen Rant, which is a pretty reputable site, but they do puff pieces or opinion pieces. But the day it came out, this guy wrote, one of their journalists or speculator, whatever you want to call them, bloggers, he wrote that this Miles as Thor is the best character that has been created by Marvel in like 10 years. And then all of a sudden, like a few days later, all this stuff came out, about the racism and stuff like that. And yeah, so and Brian was surprised, as I was surprised as well. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people like the character, don't like the dialogue, and I don't care for the graffiti on Melnor, and you know, the hammer time quotes. I thought that was very tasteless and just corny, just super stereotypical, lame. But hey, a lot of people like the character. First new Venom suit and powers. Okay, so the Venom Lethal Protector, what is this, issue 3? Supposedly there's a new suit. He's gonna have a new suit, and he's supposed to be getting new powers. I don't know if this is it on the cover, could be. But I really like this cover on the right. It's open to order as well.
You can tell there's something there he really wants to eat. He's got a lot of mouth juices flowing there.
I need brains, not chicken. Excellent number 4, cover A. Not the best read. I honestly, I think it's terrible. I read the first 2 issues and said, oh, this is horrible. Cover art's man, but it is a key. First appearance of Toodle Pip, and that is confirmed. Okay, so Venom 35, the Ramos Hero Initiative cover was pushed, what? 3, 4, 5 months, and is being released on Wednesday. This is your first appearance and reveal of Dylan as Venom. I don't know. Do we still consider that a first appearance? Even though it's the same issue, it's been released 5 months later. I guess so, because they considered second and third printings the first appearances. But supposedly 90% of the funds go to the Hero Initiative, maybe 100. I'm not really sure, but it has something to do with the Hero Initiative. And it's on the retailers are selling it for like $22. I don't know if it's an incentive or not, but yeah, it's a Hero Initiative cover, and it's about 5 months late. So we're going to do some cover heat. This McFarlane homage for DC versus Vampire Killers #1 is a no-brainer. The Pantalena 1 in 25 I really like.
Sure, what's not to like?
Yeah. For Harley Quinn 16, the 2 covers are both sick. The Chew cardstock is dope. A little too digital for me. But I really like the Tau 1 in 25 incentive. Oh, that cover's dope with the skateboard, and she's like ollieing over Joker. So dope. Love it. Oh, this is a really nice cover. It's going to be hard to find too. I just don't see a lot of people or a lot of retailers ordering 100 copies of Hellcat Iron Man Annual 1. But this is the Art Germ 1 in 100 Virgin variant, and it's a really good cover. He crushed it on that cover. I love that cover. New Fantastic Four #1. This is the Kara Andrews, Shatter variant, homage, or what? I don't know what they call that, but yeah, I like it. It's the only cover I really like. I like it better than the Art Adams. I like it better than the Hidden Gem. I think it's cool. This is one of my favorite covers of the week, and it's open to order. This is a Marco Maestrazzo Sabretooth #4. It's sold out everywhere on the online retailer level as of now. I'm sure some will pop up once they're in hand. Really dope cover. Iconic battle of Victor Creed and James Howlett, aka Wolverine versus Sabretooth brothers. Marvel Voices Pride #1. The Copel and the 1 in 50 Stephen Byrne covers are the only 2 I care about. The reason why I don't even like either of these covers, I'll be honest, but the reason why I brought them up is I like the fact that Angela and America Chavez is on the cover. You don't see that too often. And then I have a question. Is that Kid Loki? I mean, I know he looks a little older, but some of the pictures he looked like Kid Loki. Is this are they pushing towards the second Young Avengers team that was debuted and introduced in Young Avengers 1 2013? I'm interested to see what happens there. Marvel seems to like to do the whole read the tea leaves thing. More Chris Sprouse covers. We talked about this on Modern Comic Mayhem. This is Star Wars Darth Vader 24. I don't know what they call these, design, character, Spotlight or just Sprouse 80th, 50th anniversary, or what have you. But I love Darth Vader cover, and Ewan McGregor is doing the signing at CGC. This would be a cool cover to get him to sign. I like it. This is a dope cover. This is X-Men Red #4, Stephanie Hans, 1 in 25. There's possible first appearance here, possible new villains. I didn't hear anything, but based on the solicits, they're saying that she's going to face a cosmic Illuminati. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that there's going to be 3 cosmic villain or 5 whatever that's going to like match the Illuminati, or is it going to be new characters? Just be aware. I like this cover a lot. I'm going to be picking it. I didn't order it. I'm going to be trying to grab it though. Sonic the Hedgehog milestone issue 50, cover A, and I believe this is a 1 in 100 Tyson Heese, and this Jonathan Gray are my 3 favorite covers, and they're sold out everywhere. I can't find them. There are a lot of good covers for this issue, milestone issue, like I said, but yeah, I like the middle cover A the best, because you got Mr. Eggman and Sonic chilling. It's pretty cool. Cover of the week, guys. Kanto, Tales of the Unnamed World #1. This is the Will Stale 1 in 10. This is not Kanto style, and I love it. By far, best cover of the week. What do you think, Sam?
I love it. Reminds me of like there was a video game that had that style back in the 90s. Little, it's kind of like a man, but with a knight. And
yeah.
Very, very cool.
What was that one game in the 90s? I think it was late 80s. No, it was 90s, where it was kind of like Zelda, but it was kind of like Zelda. I can't remember. You kind of like Zelda, and you had to defeat 4 castles. Oh man, I gotta find the fucking name of that game. It was so popular because I used to play it when I was like 10, 11 years old, and when I was living with my mom in Vegas, and it was so big. It was always a line. Reader Buzz. These are the books I like for if you guys just like to read comics and don't give a shit about Spec. DOT, Department of Truth 19, cover A, and the 1 in 25. The 1 in 25 is on the left. Sorry, I mixed them up. But I like the 1 in 25 with the Russian look and the bear. And you got the American flag here. It's perfect timing for 4th of July. You know that's why they did it. Chip Zdarsky, written and art created. And there's only one cover. Image Comics, public domain #1. I am definitely picking up a couple copies of this. Zdarsky rocks. Redman #1. These are the 3 covers I like. Cover A, I like the open to order cover in the middle. The Josh Perez 1 in 10 is dope too. These are from the same team that created Ultraman. Very excited for this book. Will be at least trying to grab cover A. Hopefully I can grab a 1 in 10. The Oblivion Trial #1. This is a Source Point Press issue. It's going to be low print, and I love Source Point Press stories. They've been great. Thank you guys for watching. Please share, like, comment, follow, turn on notification bell, so forthwith. Thank you very much. So how was your day today, Sam?
It was good. We're still live.
Yes, we are.
All right, cool.
You ready for an unboxing?
Yeah, I'm ready for an unboxing. I'm ready for anything besides work. What a day.
All right. So tell me about your day.
Oh, I had a huge hearing in federal court in California. It was brutal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you in Cali right now?
No. It was a video conference.
Oh, okay. I was like, dude, come over, let's hang out. I was gonna go pick you up.
It was in Sacramento. I don't think you're near Sacramento, right?
No, I'm basically about 9 hours south.
Yeah.
I have no idea what these are, by the way.
Well, let's take a look.
Yeah. All right.
This looks promising.
Oh, okay. I think I know what these are. That was for you, AOA. He hates when I use the teeth. All right. So.
Ooh, looks good. Star Wars. Freaking tape.
Damn tape. All right.
It's gonna scuff the cover.
This is
Look at
Star
that.
Wars
2Q. That looks sharp.
Yes, love this cover. Probably one of the best. What is this? Art Adams cover I've seen in a long time.
Rogue.
Oh, there she is again.
Oh, you get another one. Miles Morales.
These were $5.40. They had them. This one's cool. I was looking for this one for a long time. Found it finally.
Scotty Young, Spider-Gwen.
Yeah. Okay, one more. The other ones I'm saving for Thursday. Yeah. So how was the show? I had to leave a little early on Saturday. How was the show?
Well, it was great. We had a ton of people. We had
No, I was there. Remember? But I had to bounce.
no, I know. I'm saying we had a ton of people all night. They just kept coming. And we didn't go for very long. We went 2.5 hours and we wrapped up. So after you bounced, I think we were there for another 30 minutes, maybe.
Okay, I'm glad I opened this one. Okay, I grabbed these because of this. Let's see.
Wow.
I have no interest in this title whatsoever, but this is why. All right, Brad, I'll see you tonight at the restock. I hope they restock Prism tonight. Okay, let's see if they do it. Nope. Damn it.
There was one in there that looked a little different.
No, it's wait.
No, look at the stack. Look at the other stack. There was one in there that had a slightly different cover, I think.
Really? Okay.
The
The
last
reason
one.
why is because this came out last week and there's a big time error and there's double covers in here
Oh, okay.
and nobody reported it. So when I heard about it, I went right away and tried to grab as many as I could.
Oh, there it was.
No, that's not it.
Right.
See, there's that's like the Jonathan Hickman style deal, but
I thought I saw a second cover in there.
I think you're looking at this right here.
Nope, not that one.
Huh?
Maybe I'm mistaken.
Was it this we were looking at?
It looked just like the page that on the front that I was looking at.
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah. Am I okay?
No, I must have goofed.
Okay.
I'm not seeing it when you flip through now.
Yeah, it's like a double cover. Like there's that, and then right after it's supposed to be the same cover as the front cover, and it's not in there. Shit. I bet you they sent me the ones that freaking didn't have it. They probably know about it. Shit. Oh well. All right, guys. Well, it's been a long show, and Sam, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, so a couple things. One is for those of you who maybe don't follow MCM, Kyle from Modern Comic Mayhem and I do another podcast called Thresholds of Reality. You can see the IG title right there, but it's a podcast on all major outlets.
I'm going to put the link in the chat. Go ahead. Sorry.
And we just did an episode yesterday on Sunday about MKUltra, which is a CIA project that took place in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, where the CIA dosed unwitting participants with LSD and other mind-altering drugs without their knowledge. And they just basically hijacked all of Americans' mental state for 2 decades. And then they try to cover it up. And so,
wow. So that's true. I've heard the conspiracy. I've heard about this.
Yeah, it was a conspiracy to hide it from the public. They, when Watergate happened, the director of the CIA ordered that all of the records related to MK Ultra be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them were, but there was a cache of 20,000 documents that were in a different building that survived. And that's the only reason we know anything about MK Ultra. But we talked about it for about an hour and 15. So you want to check that out on our channel. Plus, the reason we got into MK Ultra is because of the previous episode, Johnny G, aka Jason Porn. He's like a super soldier who retired from the military and now wants to film amateur porn for his OnlyFans.
Let's check it out.
So awesome.
Let's see.
Bag as well, and they were giving her a bunch of shit as they were searching my.
This is just a story of Kyle going through TSA. Actually, hit go live.
And
I hit the button too soon. Sorry.
So it was interesting that it was interesting that they thought my microphone was a bomb.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that story is kind of relevant to today's topic. But
before we get into that story, we'll introduce the topic. Welcome to the Threshold of Reality, everybody. This is the podcast where we explore unexplained and mysterious events, phenomena, and legends. Today we're exploring MK Ultra and its predecessors, kind of the government programs that led up to it, and also its successor programs. And the reason we brought this up is because of our last interview, a fellow by the name of Johnny G. We've dubbed him Jason Porn. Awesome guy with some wild experiences. Before we get into it, gonna hit that intro. Strap in as we explore the edges of the unknown. That's probably good. It's a good intro to the topic. Anyway, hope you guys check out Thresholds of Reality. It's a lot of fun. We do get into some wild topics, and this week we did kind of put on the tinfoil hats a little bit more than we normally do and delve into some strange conspiracies that may or may not be happening.
Very cool. Very cool. What's the next show going to be about?
So we will be interviewing soon a lady from Australia who is in the like Men in Black of Australia organization. They're like a government agency, intelligence agency, but they also spend a lot of time examining UFOs around the world and especially in Australia. And she said that she had some information about our buddy Johnny G and some of the stuff that he might have gone through, because he acts, or some of his stories made it seem like he was like a sleeper agent or remote control agent for the U.S. military.
Wow. Dude, I have not been watching them. My bad. When are you guys going on again? When's the next show?
That I can't tell you. We usually do interviews on Fridays and then kind of chats on Sundays. So hopefully this Friday we have an interview. Sometimes my guests kind of pop out. You know, a lot of times they're not the most reliable of people, but yeah. So Friday we're expecting an interview, and then Sunday we're going to do a chat.
Very cool. Thank you for that, Sam. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you. I love you guys, all of you guys. Thank you for all the compliments. You guys have been awesome. I will see you. I'm not sure if we're going to do a show Thursday. I'm going to try to. If not, I'll see you on the Hot 10 on Friday, and then I will be on Modern Comic Mayhem on Saturday night. Till next time, toodaloo.